We welcome our first grade students of Mrs. Veter's class.
Jason, Amore, Andre, Justice, Marquina.
Stand straight and tall as we say our college pledge. Get ready to begin.
Today I do my very best. Until I do, I will not rest. That's the way I get the knowledge. I know I'm going on to college.
Yes, they're going on to college, and in fact, today I'm wearing one of the universities I attended. I'm an alumnus at Andrews University there in Berrien Springs. And so many of the teachers, as we're celebrating college and all the successes you can have, you might even see some of their universities on their clothing today and or tomorrow. So we have just a few notices that we're going to read to you. Notes, so listen closely.
Popcorn for sale this Friday, 50 cents for a bag.
Oh, thank you so much. And now Marquina is going to read to us about the We All Read.
The live birds are enjoying their new home in the library. Several classes have been able to view the worm farm and see how the worms do their work in the soil. Miss Bartlett's students even found a creature in the worm farm during your library time. Be sure to view the worm farm during your library time.
Excellent, because we're in week 3 of our We All Read program. So continue reading chapters 20 through 31 in what's our book?
How to Eat Fried Worms.
Student reading logs are due next Wednesday on May 13th, so stay tuned. Remember, these must be signed by an adult before you turn them in. You can make a note of the extra chapters at the end of the worm. So Wormy spent Tuesday with Mrs. Geyer's first graders and Wednesday with Mrs. Zabaski's third graders. Let's find out what happened in their time. In Mrs. Geyer's class, she writes, Now listen, Washington Writers Academy, and you shall hear of the daytime learning during Wormy's career. On the 5th of May in 2015, hardly a student was late to arrive to Mrs. Geyer's awesome first grade class. Wormy greeted each student with a nod of his head and told them to silently eat the breakfast they were fed. First, there was a story and reading about Peter's chair. It was so sad that at first he didn't want to share. Next came art, then phonics, compound words, and busy bee. All were hopeful that a rainbow in the sky we might see. Wormy went to lunch and recess with the class. No rainbow in sight, and that was math, so we counted to 120 without any fight. Then we settled down to read How to Eat Fried Worms with a single clap, while Wormy took turns napping on several students' laps. The class began drawing their favorite way to eat worms on a plate. Meanwhile, Wormy went over to check out the chrysalis fate. Oh, lo and behold, an emerging butterfly he saw, so he cautioned the children to look with a quiet jaw. Snacks were passed out to all who deserved, and Wormy was squirmy, waiting for everyone to be served. Finally, the end of the day was setting in, so he helped pick up the classroom, then said with a grin, If at first you don't succeed, try again. See you later. Thank you, Mrs. Geyer's first grade class. Awesome first grade class, as she says. When she went to Miss Zabaski's third grade class, Miss Zabaski writes, Wormy had a very busy day in Miss Zabaski's third grade on Wednesday. Wormy got to school early and had class dojo ready to go. Wormy was respectful and quiet during M-Step sample questions. He did, however, get a little loud while singing music in music class. Wormy's really excited about the spring concert. Wormy ended his day in the computer lab. He is proud of the hard work done by the third graders on their NWEA science tests. Wormy had to be carried home to the library because he was so exhausted. He's getting a lot of sleep, so he'll be ready for a new adventure. I wonder where Wormy is today. Well, students, we want to wish a happy birthday to Alyssa Cosgrove yesterday, and then today, Jeremiah Zanker. We want to wish Jeremiah a happy birthday. Also, we caught you. That's right, we caught you. We caught you being respectful, responsible, and safe. Mr. Marquavion Willis was caught helping a younger student. He wasn't even asked to do it by an adult. He even asked nicely by the student when he laid down and helped tie their shoes. So thank you, Mr. Marquavion Willis, for being such a leader here at Washington Writers Academy by remembering our 3 B's, which are, students, be respectful,
Respectful, be responsible, be safe, and ready to learn.
have a great day.